Vandex Ic damp-proofing cream is a groundbreaking and effective solution for the problem of rising damp. Our patented high-strength formulation offers excellent protection against rising damp and ensures superior penetration into bricks, masonry and mortar. Vandex Ic is 3 times faster to install than traditional chemical injection systems, minimizing inconvenience and disruption to the householder. Because it is solvent-free, non-caustic and non-flammable, it is also safer to use. Vandex Ic, the fast, clean and effective treatment for rising damp. Many houses suffer from dampness in one form or another. Condensation, rain penetration and leaking water pipes are very common and should not be confused with rising damp. A proper diagnosis to determine the source of dampness must be carried out before the correct remedial action can be taken. Rising damp occurs when groundwater enters the structure of a building, rises up through the walls and evaporates internally, causing decorative spoiling and crumbling plaster. If there is a high level of moisture in the surrounding ground and no damp-proof course or waterproofing is present, groundwater will rise into a building by capillary action through the pores in the brickwork or masonry. Research has shown the mortar beds are the main pathways through which the moisture travels, effectively acting as a wick within the wall structure. As the moisture evaporates internally, soluble salts are left behind, and over time these crystallize to form a visible salt band towards the maximum height the moisture rises. If left untreated, this salt concentration will absorb moisture from the surrounding environment and cause the wall to remain damp. Once the affected area has been correctly diagnosed, damaged decorations and floor coverings should be taken down and all plasterwork removed. Any debris which causes bridging of the damp-proof course must also be removed. Vandex Ic damp-proofing cream can be installed either internally or externally, with appropriate waterproofing of the basement carried out to suit. Ground conditions and ease of external access to the foundation level will determine which method is more appropriate. 12 mm diameter holes are drilled at regular intervals through a level mortar bed, at least 150 mm above the external ground level. In general, these holes should be no more than 120 mm apart, although the exact depth and positioning will be determined by the type of wall structure. Almost all wall types can be drilled from one side in a single operation. Vandex Ic damp-proofing cream is shipped in easy-to-handle foil cartridges, and once placed within the applicator gun, a sharp blade should be used to remove the end of the packaging and the applicator cap securely reattached, ready for use. The delivery tube should be inserted the full depth into the pre-drilled hole and the gun trigger gently squeezed, backfilling each hole to within 1 cm of the surface. Drilled holes should be either plugged or pointed over after application, using an appropriate product such as Vandex Uni 1 or Vandex Rapid 2. The high-strength Vandex Ic formula has been specifically designed to utilize the moisture in a damp wall to aid its distribution, and is slow curing to maximize diffusion through the mortar course. The patented compound lines the pores of the mortar and, once cured, repels moisture, creating a horizontal layer which acts as an effective barrier to damp. The unique silane siloxane formula contains over 60% active ingredient and is scientifically proven to offer long-term protection against rising damp. Where external access to the foundation level is not possible or is cost prohibitive, the basement can be waterproofed internally. After the Vandex Ic damp-proof course is installed, a waterproof slurry is applied to the internal walls and floor, and the Vandex refurbishment plaster system is applied over the waterproof layer. This will prevent the passage of both moisture and hygroscopic salts into the refurbished basement. Where external access is possible, an excavation down to foundation level is formed, and the Vandex Ic damp-proof course is installed. A waterproof slurry is then applied to the external wall. A base coat is then laid over the floor slab, and the Vandex refurbishment plaster system is applied to the internal walls. This specially designed plasterwork is essential in preventing further damage by the transfer of hygroscopic salts. Both the internal and external waterproofing methods will create a dry and clean basement. The Vandex Ic system is the result of over 10 years' research and development and has been proven to outperform competing products. Vandex Ic's unique formula has been extensively tested on a wide range of mortars of differing porosity and alkalinity, giving assurance that it will work on buildings of any age. Vandex Ic, the fast, clean and effective treatment for rising damp.